Hello, this is Fungo with an ambitious no BS guide on how to get all the weapons, items, and runes. We'll start on how to access the DLC. You'll first need to defeat Vicar Amelia in the Grand Cathedral and touch the skull on the altar to turn dusk into night. Once you have done that, you'll receive the Eye of a Blood-Drunk Hunter on the ground right in front of where I'm standing. Pick that up and head to the Cathedral Ward. Once there, head left and go outside. Get grabbed by the Lesser Amygdala and it will transport you directly to the DLC. In this part we'll get the Old Hunter attire set, the Beast Cutter, and the Eye Pendant. Here, as you can see, I'm sporting the attire set and the Beast Cutter. I cleared all the enemies out of each area of this guide to make pointing out the locations of the items easier. Alright, well let's do this! Follow the route I take. Drop down here in a surprisingly missable area for the Old Hunter gloves. Drop down and make your way back up. There will be many hunters and even dogs that ambush you. Here will be a flaming boulder. Dodge it, and on this corpse is the Old Hunter Garb. From here, drop down again, and a hunter will come out, killing the beast first. Once you have taken care of him, drop down and the Beast Cutter is right here. Drop, head up 2 flights of stairs, make a wide right turn, defeat the hunter with the scythe, and drop down carefully for the Old Hunter trousers. Drop, open the shortcut gate via this lever, and around the other side will be the Old Hunter cap. Now head all the way upstairs toward the cathedral, past the giant tentacle-faced monster and up many steps. Across the way, you'll find the Eye Pendant in a seemingly dead beast's hand. No boss fight at the moment, but the item we just got will help you find the item you need to trigger this boss, which is a completely optional boss, by the way. Head left out of the cathedral and into some tunnels for part 2 of this guide. In this part, we'll get the Old Hunter top hat, boom hammer, firing hammer badge, and if you like, early access to Simon's Bowblade. As you can tell, I'm wearing the top hat and using the boom hammer we'll get very soon. Off we go! Avoid the gun traps in this area simply by moving and using cover, then destroying the guns. There will be a hunter with some minions here throwing timed bombs. Once you dispatch of them, enter the house, turn right, and drop down for the Old Hunter top hat. Drop down, or should I say slide down. Whee! And re-enter the house on the first floor. The wheelchair guy is a timed explosive, so quickly dodge away. Head back for the boom hammer. Turn left and exit out the other side of the building. Up the stairs, then up more stairs to encounter a Beast Claw hunter. Take him out for the firing hammer badge. Now we'll run it to an NPC and a much needed shortcut back to the first lamp. This is Simon, the Harrowed Hunter. You can attempt to fight him now for his Bowblade, or just wait until the end of the DLC where he will just give it to you. He's crucial for story, but if you don't care about that, then just kill him. And around the corner is a shortcut door that opens up to the first lamp. Oh, hallelujah! In this part, we'll get the Constable's attire set, Beasthunter Saif, and head into some caves for the Gatling Gun and Amygdalan Arm. Here's the Beasthunter Saif. I'm wearing the Constable's attire set, and this is the Amygdalan Arm with transform sounds that make me cringe. Like bone against bone or something. Ugh, alright, well let's do this. Head through the shortcut we just opened and go immediately to the right. At the end of this path, you'll find the Constable's gloves. Turn around and head into the River of Blood. There will be many strong and poisonous mosquito tick monsters that you could either run past or kill. They have a short attention span and forget about you rather quickly. Upon entering the cave, a hunter hides in the darkness with a Gatling gun that does massive amounts of damage. Simply kill the hunter for it. The safest way from here is to head left and kill the screaming hooded monster quickly before it alerts the blood-starved beast in here. You can fight the blood-starved beast or just run around it and grab the Amygdalan Arm at the end of the cave. If you fight it, you can breathe a sigh of relief because it's weaker and doesn't poison attack, or at least it didn't the 3 times I fought it. Once done, simply make your way out of the cave and follow the river of blood to 3 large mosquito ticks guarding an item straight ahead. You'll need to kill them and possibly a 4th one to get it, or sneak your way in there and get it and likely die. The item is the Constable's trousers. Now turn around and head into the tunnels. Here you'll have to deal with 2 hounds and a hunter amidst a plethora of crows. Climb the ladder once you've dealt with them and steadily drop down onto a plank here. Make your way across, and on a corpse is the Constable's Garb. Drop down, climb the ladder again, and this time drop down to your left. Fight the hunter and grab the Beasthunter Saif here. Now roll down anywhere you choose, preferably not here as there are enemies waiting to maul you. Climb back up the ladder and head straight. Now let's make a run for the next lamp instead of dealing with the enemies here. We'll come back to it. It's not hard if you stay behind cover from the cannon-touting giant and don't attract attention. Head right and up the hill and into a small church for a lamp. Oh, yes. In this part, we'll focus on getting the Whirligig Saw, the entire Butcher attire set, and after defeating Ludwig, the Guidance Rune +2, Holy Moonlight Sword, and the Fist of Gratia. And as you can instantly tell, I'm wearing the Butcher set, making the Pyramid Head cosplays easier with the Executioner's helmet on. This is the awesome Whirligig Saw, capable of staggering almost every boss. I'll show you where to get these. Here we go! Head down the stairs in the chapel. There's an NPC summon location here. Beware of above as a hunter will ambush you. Keep that in mind before you drop into a nest of crows below. Make your way around and at the top of a gravestone will be the Whirligig Saw. You may remember this area. It's all old news. Just make your way over the hill and down into the Blood River. Head left where the giant with the cleaver comes from, and on a corpse you'll find the entire Butcher attire set. Now turn back and go left. Make your way to the left, and around the corner, a hag enemy awaits. She will sneak attack you right before you enter the boss fog wall if you don't kill her. The corpse here will always drop 5 health vials for you and all your cooperators, making for a good farming spot. Head this way to fight the first boss, Ludwig. A very challenging boss fight. He has 2 or more severely damaging attacks, if not one-hit kills in the first stage of the battle. One where he charges you and another where he drops on you. The charge is more difficult because you don't really see any signs he's about to charge. Even if you're at his side, the attack can still hit you. Damn hitboxes. For the drop attack, you just need to keep running to avoid. The second stage of the battle, he's wielding the Moonlight Sword. He has 2 really devastating attacks I can think of other than the combos you cannot get out of. First is the downward slam with the sword that blasts a deadly blast across the arena to anyone captured in it, triggered by being too far away. Second is the area of effect blast he does with the sword, triggered by being too damn close. He's a hard boss, but not the hardest. Once you have defeated him, you automatically get the Guidance Rune +2. Also, his lone decapitated head can be talked to. Killing him is the easiest way to get the Holy Moonlight Sword. Wearing church attire and answering yes to his question is the second way to get the weapon. Wearing church attire and answering no, leaving to the hunter's dream, then returning will also yield the weapon. Simon will give it to you. So there's really no way to pass this item up unless you really don't want it. Head up into the underground cells of the Nightmare Healing Church. In the second to last open cell on the right will be the Fist of Gratia. Kill some tough clerics and use the eye pendant to take the elevator lift up to the next lamp. In this part, I'll help you navigate the confusing halls of the research facility, unlock the elevator shortcut, and find the Decorative Hunter trousers and garb, Enlarged Head, the first brain fluid, and Guidance Rune +1. I am wearing the attire obtained from this part, including this ridiculous head. First, we'll unlock the elevator shortcut for easier navigation, so let's head off. This will look much easier than it really is, considering I've already killed all the enemies in this area, but do expect some hardship getting to where I am heading, especially in this room. After this ladder is a berserk blobby head with a weapon that can go completely nuts on you, so be careful. Watch out for the guy in the wheelchair with the Gatling gun and try to avoid his bullets. Head down the stairs and open the door for the first elevator shortcut. Once at the bottom, be careful. There will be a guy in a wheelchair using the Rosmarinus. Kill him and pull a lever across the way for the second elevator and head down. Turn right out of the elevator and open the door. Now you've got your shortcut to make things easier from here on out. Go back in and take the first elevator. Turn right and head down the ladder. This room contains leaping blobby heads which can injure you greatly, and the decorative old hunter garb and trousers. From there, head up the ladder once again and take the second elevator up on the right. From this floor, make your way around to the other wing of the building. There will be really strong headless patients before you reach this door. In the corner of the room is the Enlarged Head. There will be an ambush here of other bloated heads, even one that drops from the ceiling as you try to leave, so it's best to try to kill them all before grabbing this item. There's one important quest I must tell you about. It has to do with Sister Adeline, which is in the shortcut room. She asks for brain fluid, and by giving her brain fluid, she'll give you her blood. You can't have the blood of Ariana or Adela in your inventory to get it, so use them if you have them. But you must get and use Adeline's blood to receive a few important items through her questline, and to do that, you need to get brain fluid. There is a cleric NPC you must fight on this platform you roll to. The blobby head, once attacked, will drop the brain fluid. Then roll down to this ledge, head straight, and take the elevator back down to the first shortcut room to give the brain fluid to Adeline and get her blood. Oh god. If getting to this platform was confusing, I do have an alternate route I can show you. From the shortcut door, take the first elevator up, then take the second, but be prepared to roll through a secret shortcut on the left. Go left and downstairs, and there it is. Before we get to the very top floor and change the stairwells up drastically, I must tell you that you need to take her blood 2 or 3 times depending on your progression level before she'll ask for yet another brain fluid. You can do this quickly by getting and using the blood, then using a Bold Hunter's Mark. Do this 2 or 3 times. When she's squirming around in her chair, she is craving a second brain fluid. From the shortcut door, take both elevators up. Take 2 sets of stairs up, then climb a ladder to the top. Watch out for the patrolling rats and dropping crows, and turn the lever, which resets all the stairwells in the area. But don't worry, this isn't a poner for the attire I'm wearing, and can still be accessed. If you noticed, there is a crow here trying to lead you down. It has an item, but don't chase after it yet. Instead, turn around and make your way across the rafters to yet another Enlarged Head. Attack it and get the second brain fluid. Now let's go after the crow for the item. Just drop down and finish it off for the Guidance Rune +1. This is the last Guidance Rune of the DLC, and I highly doubt the Tier 3 rune even exists at all considering the fact that on each subsequent playthrough, this crow will drop the same rune, making it the only rune that you can carry more than one of. From here, you can use a Bold Hunter's Mark or painfully make your way back down to the ground floor. In this part, we're going to get the balcony key, Loch Shield, then the underground cell key, before we receive the Milkweed Oath rune. Then we'll get the Black Sky Eye, Church Pick, the 4 pieces of attire from the Easterner Confederate Yamamura, Lawrence's Skull, and finally, the Church Cannon. Hey, looky here, I have the Milkweed rune equipped as well as Yamamura's attire set and Church Pick, all of which I'll show you how to get. Like my cauliflower head? Well, let's head off. I'd like to mention the shortcut door will automatically open after you've raised the stairwell. First of all, you need to give Adeline the second brain fluid and she'll give you the balcony key. Get more blood from her and use it. Head up the shortcut elevator, go left and drop to the stairwell. At the bottom, the once elusive and hard to find item is the Loch Shield. Head upstairs again, then straight up the next flight of stairs. Go left, then right through the door at the end of the hall. Careful though, an enemy will ambush you in there. Grab the underground cell key. Use a Bold Hunter's Mark. Grab another blood vial from Adeline, use it, and reset the area. Once more if you need to, and when you enter the room you'll notice she's moved. But to where? To the other side of the room. She'll ask for more brain fluid. But where do I get more brain fluid? But you know, she won't know any wiser if you attack her and give back her own brain fluid. She'll then drop the Milkweed Oath rune that makes you into Mr. Cauliflower Head. Just in case this whole quest was confusing, I'll break down the steps of her quest for you. 1. Bring her a brain fluid. 2. Take and use 2 or 3 of her vials of blood and reset the area each time. 3. Give her more brain fluid to get the balcony key from her. 4. Take and use 2 or 3 vials of her blood and reset the area each time. You can also defeat the next boss to push the quest to the next step. 5. Take and give back her own brain fluid. 6. She'll leave you the Milkweed Oath rune. Hopefully that cleared things up a little. Now let's go use the balcony key, which is on the other side of the main floor. It will open this door here. Now I must warn you, these gardens are filled with blobby heads using heavy arcane magic, so watch yourself. In this chair is the Black Sky Eye. Turn around and break through the window directly ahead. Go right and drop down to the main floor of the cathedral, head down to the underground cells, and make that key useful. There are 2 main cells of interest. The second door on the right contains the Yahar'gul hunter using the church pick. There are ways to cheese him by attacking him through doors and walls. You'll get his church pick once defeated. The door at the end yields the Mad Hunter. Unfortunately, you have to kill him for his attire set. Make your way back upstairs and into the cathedral. On the altar, you'll notice Lawrence's skull sitting right here. Crank the lever and go down with the elevator. At the bottom will be a chest, inside it the church cannon. Well, that's it for this part, so I'll just show your way back to the research hall lamp. In this part, I'm going to mostly show you how to get the Maria Hunter attire, Harrowed attire, and the Accursed Brew spell. The top 2 keys are automatically given to you. I'll help a bit with the bosses as much as possible as well. Here I am, sporting the Maria Hunter attire. I'll give you hints on the bosses and how to get to it, so let's head off. Just follow my route to the first boss, which is only accessible after raising the stairwell. The living failures here aren't too difficult because you can dodge most of their slow arcane spells. The Loch Shield works but damages you, so why use it when you can just dodge and not take any damage? It's a good last resort. When the giants summon giant hail from the sky, determine where the hail is coming from and try to take cover behind the giant flower. It works. The bosses that shoot large balls of exploding arcane are the weakest and don't attack as frequently, so I recommend focusing on them, especially when they spawn out of the ground. Their physical attacks will do massive amounts of damage regardless of what you're wearing, but blunt and arcane defense is recommended. All the creatures share a life bar, so you just need to deal a certain amount of damage and the battle is over. After defeating them, you'll get the Astral Clock Tower key, which basically unlocks the next boss. The next boss is Lady Maria, and she is the easiest boss of the DLC. You'll need to go inspect the corpse, and that will initiate the battle against Maria. Maria has 3 phases. First is the normal phase. You can usually visceral attack her over and over again until she eventually stabs herself, initiating the second phase, the blood attack phase. The range of her attacks significantly increase. You should still have no problem dodging her or even getting a visceral. When she levitates off the ground for a devastating area of effect blast of blood, this will initiate the third phase, the blood and fire attack phase. When she attacks in this phase, the fire lingers. It's best to stay close and dodge around her, attacking periodically. I guess it also helps to have good strike, blood, and fire defense. I recommend solo for a good challenging battle, but you can summon people to help you if you want. After defeating her, you'll get the Celestial Dial, which is used to unlock the next area. Hold the dial up in the middle of the room, close to the inner clock face of the tower, and it will open the area to Fishing Hamlet. But before you drop down, I suggest going to the Hunter's Dream. 1, to purchase the Maria Hunter attire available at the Insight Messenger bath, and 2, to equip the Milkweed Rune. Why? Because the non-hostile Accursed Fisherman will give you a new spell when you talk to him with it equipped, the Accursed Brew. Now run straight ahead and light up the lamp. As you can see, I'm wearing the Harrowed Attire set we'll soon get. From the lamp, you'll have to deal with a lot of enemies, but worst of all is the Shark Troll. It is by far the most brutal killing machine in all Souls games. Okay, maybe I'm over-exaggerating. They cannot be staggered and are weak to nothing. Well, maybe fire. One Shark Troll can be lured into explosives for an insta-kill. Make your way up the rock cliff and kick down the shortcut ladder located here. Take notice of the hole in the shack and head inside, but be careful as there is a sneak attack from above that can kill you. At the end is the Harrowed Attire set. Now, this may look easier than it seems, because I already killed all the enemies here, but make your way to the next lamp, killing mini shark dogs, spear guys, the terrible shark troll, and the creature spewing curses. It is literally and figuratively an uphill battle to a lamp that may result in countless deaths if you just try to run it. In this part, we'll for sure get Simon's Bowblade, the underground cell inner chamber key, Brador's attire set, and his weapon, the Bloodletter. If you never killed Simon the Harrowed Hunter, he will be on the ground in the fishing hut having been fatally wounded by Brador, an assassin invader you will encounter time and time again unless you follow this little trick. Simon will drop both his Bowblade and the underground cell inner chamber key, which unlocks Brador's cell. If you killed Simon, this key will still be here. If you like getting invaded, great! Skip this step! But you can acquire all pieces of Brador's attire set so much easier if you go to the underground corpse pile, make your way through the cells, down the stairs, unlock the door, then murder Brador in his cell. You'll also get his weapon, the Bloodletter. Bonus! Doing this will drop his attire pieces at all the locations he invades you, making everything so much easier. Go back to the fishing hut lamp and I'll show you just where he invades and or where all his attire can be found. I am wearing his attire now. Also Simon's Bowblade. It's pretty damn sweet, ain't it? So let's head off. The first place he'll invade you is across the rickety bridge, specifically here. He'll drop the bloodied armbands. The second place he invades you is from the water level. As you can see, I'm playing it safe and taking ladders. Just dropping down will be death with the amount of enemies inhabiting the area. To get Brador to invade, you must climb the stairs and enter the building first, then head back down and he will invade right here, dropping the beast-hide Garb. Now the arduous task of getting back to the rooftops. Go into the rock opening and turn left. You can actually smash your way through these shells. Past the canopy that keeps you safe from lightning attacks, and to the left is a shortcut to the lamp. The third place he will invade you is at the very bottom of the ladder, in the caves. You'll need to get to this point, and he'll show himself right here. He drops the bloody trousers. The fourth place he invades you is on the way back to his cell, so I'll show you a nice little shortcut back to the lamp so we can get there. Head to the underground corpse pile and go up the stairs and to the right. He will invade right here and drop Brador's testimony. And as I mentioned before, going down into his cell and killing him will yield his weapon. Head back to the fishing hut lamp for the next part. In this part, I'll mostly go into detail on the boss fights and the items you get after the boss fights. I'll even demonstrate the transformations with the runes. Also, I'll show you a little strategy to get in the Rakuyo and show you where to get the Blood Rock. So let's go ahead and start with that, as it is surprisingly easy if you know how to dodge. Take the shortcut elevator down and head into the long cave tunnel. There will be a stray winter lantern, so kill it and head right. Kill every enemy in here, as running by them can lead to getting ganked by lightning and heavy physical attacks at the end. And at the top of this platform will be the Blood Rock. Now let's head straight out of this area, to which you'll encounter another freaking winter lantern. Once killed, you'll encounter a Poner with two terrible shark trolls. The one troll hanging from above happens to have the Rakuyo. It's up his butt. So you'll need to find some way to get it to drop and kill it. The troll will drop once the other troll with the weapon is at half health. Feel free to take them on your own if you'd like to be brutalized and massacred. One strategy is to summon in a friend for help and take them on via a distance, and another interesting strategy you can do solo is to get the one troll with the weapon to half health, then stab him with the shaman bone blade, to which he'll instantly go after the other troll. I camped on the ladder while they duked it out. The effects of the blade are temporary and they miss their attack slot, so you'll need to come back down and do it again 1 or 2 more times until the troll with the Rakuyo up his butt is dead. God, no wonder why they are so angry. Sharp, pointy objects up their asses? Grab it, run for your life, use a bold hunter's mark, or finish off the last troll. It's up to you. Or just die! Fucking trolls! From the fishing hut lantern, I'll show you where the final area boss is, the Orphan of Cause. Or better yet, a damned bastard child! Fights like a crack baby and rarely lets up to give you enough time to heal. So this boss is better fought with 2 or 3 people. The more distractions, the better. Most of the time it's better to dodge to the side when he attacks, but sometimes he'll do a double spinning attack with his weapon made of placenta, in which case it's good to dodge closer for an easy counter. The window for visceral attacks is very narrow, so it's good to get one on his back when the opportunity arises. The hit and run tactic is the best thing you could do. You'll be doing more dodging than attacking, so this battle taxes your stamina hard. Phase 2 of this battle begins with a non-damaging area of effect blast. He will then two-hand his placenta bag weapon and fly all over the place adamant on crushing or blowing you up with blood bombs. This is where the Loch Shield can come in handy, especially when he cries for his mommy and a lightning storm ensues all around you. You can get lucky by being between the strikes as they spread outwards, but most people succumb to this attack because it's usually a one-hit kill, and it all happens so fast, so it's hard to tell where the lightning will strike. Oh, and he's weakest to fire. Most of his hits are hard, and you'll easily use 10 to 20 or more health vials. If you can manage to defeat him, you'll get a weapon called the Cause Parasite. It doesn't do anything until you equip the Milkweed Oath. Then its true, hilarious power is unveiled. Here is just a sample of some of the moves you can do while two-handing it. My favorite being the backstep vomit, of course. The area of effect blast is very damaging and costs 2 bullets to use, and the tongue attack is just amazing. Now it's time to take on Lawrence, considering you have his skull, which is the key to activating the battle. To get there, go to the very first lamp of the DLC and run straight up the stairs to the Grand Cathedral. By the way, these 3 beasts won't attack you and only cower in fear, so I never kill them. Lawrence can be a pain in my friggin' ass with his barrage of area of effect fire blasts. My recommendation is to stay behind him and hit him with weapons buffed with bolt and with high stagger. He'll even start to stumble and fall and lash out at you as the fight goes on. At half health, Lawrence will literally be cut in half and becomes much harder with the magma trail he leaves behind coupled with the magma vomit blasts. Leave it up to From Software to make a boss harder after dismembering it. Best thing you could do is stay out of the magma and attack him from the side. Fighting him alone is punishing, so it's good to have at least one other person helping to distract because he'll barrel at you with constant attacks. This is obvious, but wearing attire with fire resistance will help greatly. Once you have defeated him, you'll get an oath rune called Beast's Embrace. I embrace the beast. When you go and equip this oath, it transforms you into a scrawny, silly-looking beast. What the? The true power of this oath is fully realized when you have the Beast Claw equipped and two-handed. Here is a sample of some of the new moves, which are all pretty awesome. But you still look like a scrawny beast man. Couldn't they, like, make you larger? Oh, wait, too much work. Well, that's everything that DLC has to offer. We got all the weapons, items, and runes, and I threw in some boss strategies for good measure, all with no bullshit. That's why this is called a no BS guide. Now you can start preparing for your Milkweed and Cause Parasite run. Oh yeah! Or Scrawny Beastman run, whatever floats your boat. This video strategy guide on the Old Hunters DLC took a surprisingly long time to put together, and I know there isn't a huge demand for something like this, especially being 2 weeks after the release, but I did it because it was fun. Also, in hopes of teaching you things you didn't know and to entertain. Please subscribe and support me financially on Patreon if you got the spare change and enjoy my videos. I would love to thank my 25 current patrons, especially these ones who have given me the incentive to make more videos. Watch my ongoing Bloodborne lore video series to line your brain with eyes and ascend in knowledge. Make Master Willem proud.